Hey, what's up everyone? Thanks for tuning in. So today's video, yes, we're going to talk about why I think street photography is dying on YouTube. No, this isn't a clickbait video. I actually genuinely believe this, and obviously it kind of sucks. I'm going to give you some reasons why I think this, and this video isn't going to be a total Debbie Downer, this entire video. There's going to be kind of a silver lining at the end. I'm going to do something that will hopefully help. It's not going to solve anything by any means, but at least, I don't know, push it into a positive direction. So my first point is that it's just simply hard. Like, street photography is just hard. Hard in itself. Trying to take photos of strangers and trying to take really good photos of strangers, it's really difficult. And if you're trying to put a video on top of that or someone filming you on top of that, it's just damn near impossible. So yeah, I can go on and on about this. It's crazy difficult, and trying to tell a proper story, it's retarded how difficult it is. And I think Ulysses, shout out to Ulysses, he actually mentioned this in one of his videos, that is YouTube making him a better photographer, and he said no. And when he said that, I was like, oh, hell no it isn't. Because for me, I'm all about shoot, all about shooting. And some of these videos, I think a few videos back, my film and food videos, or that series, that legitimately takes, I think one of the videos, the Naples video, it took 60 hours to make. Like, no joke, 60 hours in terms of the filming. And then I think it took me almost 4 days to edit. And the editing days are about 10 hours each. And obviously, if you're familiar with the video, it's almost like 3 videos in one. I have to write the little satirical commercial in it, and then I have to edit that as well. So legitimately 60 hours. And for me, as a street photographer, I like to shoot. And my sweet spot for my kind of street stroll, when I'm just by myself, chilling, taking photos, is usually around 6 hours. Anything below 6 hours, I don't feel like I'm doing anything. Anything above 6 hours, 7, 8 hours, I'm like, all right, I got shit to do. I gotta go, see my wife. I wanna chill with her. So things like that. 6 hours is typically my sweet spot. If you were to divide 60 hours by 6, that's literally 10 days of photography that I'm missing for one video. Like, that's, it almost kind of pisses me off, because, how am I gonna get better if I'm not shooting? But anyways, I try to use YouTube for another means of storytelling to sharpen those skills, so I selfishly use it for that. And obviously getting linked in with like a cool community, that's why I do YouTube videos. I'm obviously not getting paid for this, but 9 times out of 10, if you were to ask me, hey, do you want to make a YouTube video or do you want to shoot? I want to shoot, because I'm a photographer like you guys. So yeah, it's just hard. And the second reason is cannibalism. I'll tell you kind of a quick little inside joke between some of my friends. If I'm ever feeling myself, or if I want to make myself feel like a piece of shit, all I have to do is go to one of Samuel Street Life's videos, one of the videos that I'm featured in, and just read the comment section. Like, those guys are killing me. Like, these motherfuckers, like... Anyways, they don't know me. It is what it is. I have kind of like a different brand of photography and philosophy. I'm kind of in your face. I don't really give a fuck, and I'm not that kind of like timid person that's very introverted and takes photos. Like, no, I have something to say, and I'm very passionate about the subject, obviously. And so yeah, it's just a different brand, and I don't know. People are put off by it, which is, it is what it is, whatever. But what I noticed through reading some of the comments are like, wow, like Samuel has like a lot of haters. And I'm just like, ooh, how can you hate this dude? This dude's like the nicest person in the world. Like, what the fuck, you know? And I realized like some of these people are actually street photographers. Like I remember, I'm not going to put too much energy into this, but one of his previous videos where someone actually referred to himself as a street photographer and said, you're making us look bad. And I'm like, making us? So you're obviously a street photographer. So like, what are you talking about? Like, where's the empathy, you know? Like this person, Samuel, you know, Eric Kim is already gone, you know, he's done. So now you're trying to kill Samuel. Like he's the only one we got, bro. Like after him, who is there? There's nobody, you know? So like, where's the empathy? And if you call yourself a street photographer, like you should know the peaks and valleys and all that kind of stuff, to where it's a process, it's a journey. It's, you know, it's not easy, and you have to challenge yourself and stretch yourself. And think about it, like him or other YouTube street photographers, all that, you're getting privy to see behind the scenes footage of people taking photos. Like in the 60s, 70s, there's no videos of people taking photos, you know what I'm saying? Or in action, you know? That's just, there isn't any, you know? For someone to kind of trash on someone's process or journey, like that just makes no sense to me. And me and Samuel, we talk about some of this stuff behind scenes, and yeah, he's kind of hurt by it a little bit, you know? And enough of those comments, it's just like, gosh, there's only so much that someone can take. And I try to tell him, and even in my own personal stuff in the comment sections, I don't put any energy. I don't respond to any negativity. I don't even respond to sarcasm, stuff like that. It's just, I put no effort into that. And it sucks, because comments like that from people who claim they are street photographers, it hurts. And yeah, that's why I think that's one of the reasons why street photographer could be dying on YouTube, because it's just like, dude, like, what are your own community is eating you alive. Like, that makes no damn sense. And the third reason I have why street photography is dying on YouTube is you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna just go out and say it, is I think some of you guys here that are watching this need to be making YouTube videos, because I notice within the community that there are some like die-hard like street photographer enthusiasts, or just street photographers in general, and you guys are the ones that should be making videos, like the ones that are just live and breathe this shit, you know? One person in particular, East Block Boy, I'm talking about you, Elmer, people like that just really love and just live and breathe this stuff, that are obsessed. You guys should be making videos to add to the community, because there's only a handful of us, and obviously I told you it's hard, but I feel like if you leave this genre of photography to YouTubers, they are going to kill it. Because I'm sure you guys know, it's not a secret that there are YouTubers that are making street photography videos that just don't make sense. Like street photography in my bedroom, street photography in the club. Like, what are you talking about? That's not street photography at all. And they're not like, this is gonna sound like hood, but they're not about that life. Like there are people that are putting in the work. And I love to see it, because I'm all about the work, and I'm all about just shooting. And they dabble in it, but it's just like, they're dragging the name through the dirt by just trying to get views and stuff like that. And it kind of hurts. And I feel some of you guys need to be putting videos out. And this is the silver lining of this entire video, so it's not a whole negative rant. So my next video preceding this, I'm going to do a video on how to make a street photography point of view video. And it's my own personal way on how I approach videos. Say what you will about my videos, whatever, they're not the best, they're not the whatever. I'm at least going to share my secrets. It's almost going to be a filmmaking 101 and also street photography kind of sense on how I approach and how I make a video. I'm going to give you like a process, a blueprint, if you will. And I get it. Like some of you guys that are photographers, you're not videographers, or I hate that term videographer because it kind of entails, oh, I'm a videographer, so I put everything in slow motion and I put no absolute story to my videos. Like, anyways, that's a whole other thing. But some of you photographers, street photographers, don't know how to do video. And that's fine. You're a photographer. You're supposed to be just worrying about photos. But some of you that live and breathe this stuff, you guys need to start trying to make videos. And I'm going to actually help you and give you a literal blueprint. And no, you don't have to have a GoPro. In fact, I hate street photography videos, point of view videos on GoPros. That's my own personal thing, just because I feel it's cheap storytelling. You're not really doing anything, and it's kind of an ego thing, because for me, I'm like, none of my photos are good. I've taken one really good photo a year. So in the past 4 years, I've taken 4 good photos. So for me to think that during this random street photography session, you're going to see this awesome, great photo, like, hell no, you're not. So if I know that, why would I want to see someone else's GoPro video, you know? Unless you're doing something crazy, or unless you're Bruce Gilden, like, yeah, I want to see that point of view. But, so this is where I feel as a filmmaker and a storyteller, you have to add other things to the video to make it engaging, or make it thought-provoking for other street photographers, you know? So I'm going to give you a blueprint on how I make a street photography video. I'm going to put a link in the description down below on my very first street photography point of view video, and then my best. So you're going to see the kind of correlation between the two and how I kind of elevated my video. But I started with this blueprint. And you have to have this kind of blueprint and do what you want with it, but play around with it to just form your own kind of video. And obviously I've always held Samuel to a certain level of status, and I have my own kind of brand of video, but I don't know, I have a couple videos that are now giving Samuel a run for his money. But no, I've always loved that healthy hustle, because that makes me better and kind of like shoot for the stars a little bit. And yeah, like, it's hard, man, and I get it. And I think, again, me and Samuel have talked about this off camera, that me and him have an advantage with some of these videos because we have more of a filmmaking background versus a photography background. So when I'm making a video, I'm thinking about story, number one. Actually, no, photos are number one, and then I think about story in terms of video. Anyways, I'll get into all this in this video on how to make a street photography kind of point of view. And then hopefully that kind of enables and gives encouragement to some of you guys out there that should be making videos, you know? Don't leave it up to asshole YouTubers. Oh, actually, I don't even want to consider myself a YouTuber, but yeah, man, because I believe you guys should be making videos as well. And if you do a channel, it doesn't always have to be POV videos. Like, that stuff makes me sick. Like, there's so many other topics, if you are very passionate about this subject, that you can talk about. Like, one of my videos, it's my longest video, and it has actually a lot of views, which I was really surprised. It's a 45-minute video on my best roll I've ever shot and my approach to street photography. So you can make videos like that. It doesn't always have to be a POV video. Yeah, put some in once a month, whatever. every third or fourth video, put a POV video in there, and yeah, it'll be all good, but it doesn't always have to be that. And you don't always have to use a GoPro. Like, ugh. And I'm gonna deal with this whole hand to thing, that whole, that's gonna be a topic for another video. Like, we're not 14 anymore, you know? Like, this little hand transition, ultimately what you're doing in filmmaking terms is it's a fade out match cut to fade in. That's what this is. And if you don't know that, how are you gonna steer away from doing this terrible hand transition, you know? Again, that's a whole topic for another video that I'm gonna tackle, but I do want to help out the community, and I've never seen a video on how to make a street photography point of view. So I'm gonna try my best to kind of do that, all right? So thank you guys for this rant. Again, my approach to this in-your-face type stuff, it's not for everybody, but I hope people know that I'm actually invested in trying to add something to the community, film community, street photography in particular. So yeah, it should be pretty cool. I'm excited to kind of show you guys in the next video. Yeah, so in the meantime, just be cool, be nice, be sexy, be positive, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?